great people, great people. Salute. That's an honor to you this day. Yes, an honor to you this day. You already know. And for you who do not know, I don't want nothing from you. I'm telling you right now, I don't want nothing from you. Welcome to Daily Push, man. Come on now. Welcome to a place where it's the undertone, the overtone. It's capitalizing on the authority of your words, remembering that you got a purpose. And in so much as you are walking in that purpose, you are walking in the authority of the heavens. Welcome to Daily Push, man. Great morning, great morning, great morning to you. Hold on. Hey, listen, man. Do what you need to do. Listen, now let me get right to this. Do what you need to do. Tap in, leave a comment, kick it, rap with me, say a little something. Hey, I want to talk to somebody on a real, live, personal level about the idea of maintaining an A versus pressing towards an A. Leave a comment, kick it with me, talk to me, rap with me, say something with me. This whole idea of school, right? And this is where I'm talking to my son, and we're vibing, and we have this understanding. But it took me a little moment to get the understanding in it, so much as it took me a little moment. I began to think about everyone that wasn't considering how much more difficult it is to come back versus having a fair shot from the beginning and maintaining the imagery of the fair shot. You know what I'm talking about? You know, they say you're innocent to proving guilty, right? But quite often you're guilty to proving innocent. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Based on the way that they look at you, based on the way they dress, based on the way they have already assessed you, based on the people that you hang with, man, the way you use words. I'm talking to somebody, listen, these people will already convict you before they even look at the facts. Is that a little bit better? My son and I were talking about this whole thing. Come on, leave a comment, kick it with me for a little second. My son and I was talking about school, and I have this big thing about education. He has this big thing about being smarter than me. I have this big thing of just learning. One of the reasons why I went towards the word of God in the first place is because somewhere along the line, somebody told me that you can never get to the end of God and that he's forever learning. And his word lasts forever. And because I'm this challenging person and I get bored really, really quickly, I'm like, man, I want to check out the gods. I want to read about the Bible, right? And so now I'm on that master level of theology. And so with that being said, I say, son, you had it in. Somewhere along the line, you forgot that you were already in right standing. And now you have to work back towards right standing. You say, huh? Right, I'm kind of old school, so I want to give you a little parable and all of that to my children and everyone else, kind of right to the point. But watch this though. I said, when you start school, you start with an A. The fact that you can get a B, C, D, A, whatever, B, C, D, F, whatever, it's speaking to the level of your discipline. It's speaking to the level that you are willing to walk side by side with the educator. Walk side by side with the newness of a thing. To understand that yesterday's conquerors is just that, yesterday's action. Today, man, what can you do for me today, man? Or have you understood that you got to build upon what you learned yesterday? He said, oh man, right? Because he got down to a C, and I began to tell him that it wasn't the work that was the problem. And he was saying, man, it was getting hard, it's getting hard. And I began to say, as things getting harder, that is your opportunity to go back to the fundamental stones and remember that maybe you missed a step. I'm talking to somebody right here. Maybe you don't understand. I'm gonna take it from top. That you starting with an A. And every lie you tell knocks you down. Every moment of deception you tell, it knocks you down. Every every moment of deception you show, I say you tell, but it is what a telltale sign when you show a deception, ain't it? Yeah. But it knocks you down when you meet people. We have this sort of trust thing, though we say we don't trust people, but we got something going there. And to the extent that you do what the last person did, we begin to put you in a category with them. You say you was going to come through with something, you don't come through with it, you just like them. Right. And so now you're a liar. I can't stand liars, even though we be lying. We manipulate. Right. We go other places that try to find other things because we dissatisfied over here. And then we go and we like, yeah, it's going to get a little bit better. They're going to honor me a little bit higher. This is something new. And then it started off new and started off fresh. And then about time it hit the fan, then they want to come back to you and still want to talk to you doggish and ask if you don't even understand or know that the only reason that they back because the other thing didn't work out. I'm talking about working towards the A versus maintaining the A. This life, great people. Let's get up out of here because I ain't the type to hold people. Leave a comment, talk to me, man. Let's kick it. I'm trying to build something. I'm trying to go to another level here. I'm trying to allow people to know that the righteous, the chosen, are not these abstract people that don't have problems, that don't have friction, that don't understand what it is to live the first part of their life as a heathen, some damn fool, and then tap into the very idea that you are called to a specific purpose, to a specific service. You are called to a higher authority, and in so much as you are responding to that higher authority, you are responding to the very authority you have here on earth. We've made it a little complicated. It's like the leaders made it complicated. They made it seem as though it's this abstract thing, and it's really not. I'm here to help someone understand that to the extent that you can tap into your passion, to the extent that you can understand that the restoration of your value comes with first understanding that you have a value at all. And that value comes with the knowing of yourself, the knowing of your identity, the understanding if you are a carpenter, the understanding if you are a server, if you're a teacher, if you're a doctor, lawyer, understanding if you're called to politics and how you got to change and structure things. You ain't working if you're not being a solution to something. That just helps somebody right there. I promise. Leave a comment. Somebody say something to that. You're unique to the extent that you are a solution. I'm going to say this and I'm going to get up out of here. Know when you already have the great grade. Know when you have the A. I'm talking to somebody right here as I come to adjust this because I don't understand why he would try to ride out on me like that. Hold on. He tried to ride out on me. The setting was good, and then he tried to ride out. Check this out here. Restoration is much more difficult than already taking hold of the idea that you are already respected. You're already viewed in excellence. You're already viewed in power. You're already viewed as the difference. When you've one that's been stealing, when you've one that's been lying, when you have divorces on your record, when you have people in and around your life giving affluence to go another way versus being in a way of greatness, being in a way of phenomenal abilities, being in a way of breaking generational curses, people that can't even recognize that there's a curse in and around their life or on their family, it is very difficult to journey. But when you get an idea of who you are, what you represent, and how you have been blessed to be a benefit, I dare believe that you are obligated, no matter what level you want, you are obligated to speak for that truth. Let's dare give people be mindful that truth shall always reign over fame. I know. Good looks seem as though they are supreme in this nation. No one wants to be heard while demanding to be heard. right? They don't want to be heard because they just thinking that ain't nobody gonna listen anyway. Me, I prefer not to have your attention as much as I actually want to be heard, because now I understand that the things of my heart are actually coinciding with the things of the heavenly realm. And if I can get the heart of the heavenly realm, not only in myself deep down, in which it cringes me when someone is broken and going through a struggle, but if I can allow it to go through you and you yourself be inspired by it, I'm rolling. And there's a comfort in that, knowing that I've done my best. Great people this day, I am asking someone, some chosen individual, to do your absolute best. You've been given the patience, baby. I promise you it's in there. You've been given the goodness. I promise you it's in there. You've been given the ability to place your minds on things that's high and above. And so much as you place your mind on those things that's lovely, those things that's adorable, and all of those things that are worth adoring, that's the extent that you yourself will begin to tap into a level of consistency that will begin to pour you. I'm going to leave you with this. Listen to this. You are to push and push and push towards your destiny, until your destiny becomes a pull. You know what I tell you, Chosen? Come on, you know who I could be talking to, man. I'm not talking to everybody. Chosen, listen to what I'm telling you. You are to push and push and push the envelope of your purpose. Push the envelope of your passion. Push the envelope of your belief until your push of your consistency and your discipline becomes the very pull that keeps you alive in you. No longer do you have to set your alarm for 4:30. Now all of a sudden you get up at 4:30. You don't cry, you don't complain. No longer do you have to commit to going to the gym at 9:30, baby. When you ain't going to the gym at 9:30 and you ain't on your way, your body begin to say, well, we ain't training today, we ain't doing something today. We understand in every facet that what we are pushing for is ever before us. And then it begins to pour you the idea that you are a service to mankind, begins to tell you what you're working on today, begins to ask you what you're working on today, and it tells you to get more aggressive, get more creative, be more persistent with what you're doing, because the heavens are always watching to see if you are willing to put yourself on the line for just one, preferably one unknown, baby. You're loved this day.